See, as per the inputs we got regarding the day one test and day two test, okay, in reasoning, they are focusing more questions related to statements, like statements and assumptions, statements and conclusions. In safe side, okay, we are going to discuss statements and arguments as well, so that will help you out to come out of this reasoning section in a easy way, right? Now, if we just look into this question, statements and assumptions. One thing you should keep in mind when you start statements and assumptions is you should be always positive. Think positive. Always we should see in a positive side. Okay, so everything is positive. We should see. Okay, like statement is given by somebody. What he is assuming while giving that statement, that we have to see in positive side. I repeat, they'll give a statement. A statement is given by somebody. While giving that statement, what is the assumption that you have to think in positive side, right? So I'll give sample questions, then you'll understand what is the scenario of this. I repeat, they'll give a statement. A statement is given by maybe a government, or maybe given by an officer, or maybe given by a person. While giving that statement, what he is assuming in a positive side, all positive. You have to think you are positive, be positive, positive way. We have to see all this in a positive side. Now, here, yes, as mentioned, assumption is always positive. Everything is good. You are good, I am good, everybody is good. Yeah. And second point, you see this advice is given by a people to another, assuming that other people will listen to it and follow it. So I'm giving the advice to you. Means I have an assumption you will follow it. If you don't follow, why I'll give advice? No, I'm not a fool guy, right? So here you should think like everybody is an intelligent person. Okay, everybody in a positive side. I'm giving advice to you because okay, you are a good person. You listen to my words, right? So that's what. And okay, if any notice is there, notice is given or circular is given in the assumption that everybody will read that, everybody will follow that. There is some notice given, means okay, fine. It is an assumption that past assumption is what while giving notice. Yeah, in our college also a notice is given or a circular is given. What is the assumption before behind that circular? Yeah, everybody will follow that. Everybody will see the circular, everybody will listen to the circular, everybody will follow that. Before giving the circular, that's what the assumption behind giving the circular, no? Right, behind giving the notice, no? Let us say we are giving one message, we have a session at 1:30 p.m. Okay, Zoom session regarding Infosys training. If I give the message, what is the idea behind that? Okay, at 1:30 our students will join, I have to be ready and I have to take the class. That's what the assumption, a positive side. You have to see the assumption in positive. What I am thinking in a positive side, you have to take care. And yeah, whenever something is advertised, we have to consider yeah, people will read that, and there are some people who want that. Let us say they given one advertisement regarding TV, 75-inch TV, so on so. Why they give advertisement? Not to waste the money, right? For advertisement, money is required. Okay, why they spend money and giving advertisement is there is someone who required that product, and yeah, people will read that, people will see that advertisement if it is in tvs, people will read that if it is in a newspaper. That is what the assumption behind the advertisement. Okay, what behind before I give the advertisement, I have an assumption that okay, if I give advertisement, people will read that. If I give in newspaper, if I give it in TV, people will watch it and my sales will increase. That product will sales will increase. And there are some people who require that product. That is what the assumption behind that, no? That's what this point, okay? Next one is, yeah, if any direction or instruction is given by the order, it is assumption that the subordinates, okay, if suppose principal or head is given, head of the college is given, it is assumption that subordinates will follow the instructions or order given by the higher authorities. That's by default we have to assume. That's a positive assumption, right? Now, okay, we'll look into the questions here. Options are like only first one is correct, second one correct, either one or two, neither one or two means both are wrong assumptions, both are correct. Like this is how the options will be. Now we'll enter into the questions, you will get some idea. Let's see the first question here. So what is the statement here? The college administration has instructed all the students to stop using cell phone within the college premises. That is the statement. So while giving the statement, what is they are assuming? Yes, our students will follow positive response, positive reaction. Yeah, students may stop using. Will continue is not correct. So only one follows. When higher third is given some instruction by default, okay, we can take assumption like subordinates will follow it, right? Next, you see the statement here. Advise. A advise B. If you want to study English, join institute Y. A given advice to B. Right? See, if A given advice to B, we have to think everybody is positive. If A is a good person, he is referring good institute. Right? And A advice B means B will automatically follow that. So, what assumptions are correct here? What assumptions? C. C means either one or two. Is it so? Here C means either one or two. Your options are there. A advice to B, yeah, institute, you have to join for studying English, join Institute Y, right? So Institute Y provides good coaching. Yes, first assumption correct, positive. If A is a good person, he'll refer good institute only, right? So first one correct. Next, second one, B listens to A advice. Yes, if A is giving advice to B, okay, A is assuming that B will listen to that. Yes, it's correct. Assumption this is correct. Second one is correct. So both correct. Your answer must be E. Both assumptions are correct. Both are correct. Very good. Next question. After doing this operation, condition of the patient will improve. That is the statement. Now, what assumption? After doing this operation, condition of the patient will improve. That is the statement. Now, assumption 1. Under the current condition, operation of the patient can be done. Yeah, that is why statement the doctor is giving that after doing this operation, condition of the patient will improve. If we cannot do the operation, why they are giving that statement? No. First one correct. Second one wrong. Don't say either one or two. So why that statement is given? Why I'll tell you, okay, you attend this class, your scores you can clear. There is a high chances you can clear Infosys exam, right? Okay, so likewise here after doing this operation, after attending this class, okay, the condition of the patient will improve. Your scores will improve in reasoning, right? So you have the situation to attend the class. That's what I were mentioning. Okay, you can attend the class right now. Okay, tomorrow I am not conducting exam. When you are in the exam, why I'll conduct the session, right? It's not okay. So first one is correct, not second one. So only one is implicit. This all things, okay, is very much important. You have to see the things in a careful way, otherwise you may not understand things properly. You'll end with wrong answer. Now see the statement here. Put a notification on the board that every one of the workers should go ahead to head time to office. This is officer is giving a notification. When it is a notice, will consider your subordinates will follow. All employees come late. No, this is not positive response. Employees read such notice. Yes, notice is for what purpose? To read. Okay, employees will read. Next, employees will follow the instructions. Yeah, that is why notice is given. No, so only 2 and 3 are implicit. D is correct. Only 2 and 3 are implicit. Perfect. Now let us see about next one. See the next one. Check this once. If we check this question, Odisha railway station become the first visually challenged friendly railway station. That's the statement. Assumption is what? Okay, visually challenged people can go travel comfortably. That's what positive. Those who are eyes may face difficulty. This is negative thought. Okay, so thinking positive side is what this entire subject is all about. That okay, the statements and assumptions is all about thinking positive side. I believe you people understand, right? So this is outline regarding statements and assumptions. Now let's look into logical conclusions as well. We have statements and conclusions, different type of scenarios you can find in statements and conclusions. Statements and conclusions. So this is statements and conclusions model. Logical conclusions are the statements and conclusions. You know, okay, there is one type of model, A greater than B, B greater than C, that is called inequalities stuff. All A are B, no A is B, that is syllogism. But there is one more variety of questions like this logical conclusion. Here statement will be given and they will be given a conclusion related to that. Okay, which is definitely true is what we need to consider. We have to read the statement, we have to understand that, and which is definitely true, damn sure true with respect to given statement, that only we have to consider as a conclusion. Logical conclusions is all about that. This is syllogism concept, you know, one model statements and conclusions. This is a different thing. Now see this statement, students are punished if they come late in the class. Reena was punished in the class. Now is this conclusion true or false? Can't say. Is it true? Is it false? Can't say. Which is the answer? What's your answer? Is definitely Reena came late in the class. In question, if they say students are punished only, if only is mentioned, then I can say Reena came late in the class. That is why punished. Punishment may be different reasons. Punishment is given for different reasons. It may be because of late, or it may be due to the different silly things people do in the class, students doing in the class. Right. Reena may be not the student also. Right. So okay, was punished in the class, so we can consider as a student, sorry. Yeah. But different reasons is there for punishment. If they mention students are punished only if they came late in the class, Reena was punished in the class, Reena came late in the class is true. But now I cannot say. Can't say is the answer here because Reena maybe came late. That is why Reena punished, or Reena did some other wrong things. That is why punished. So I can't say is it definitely we are not. One minute. Yeah, agreed, agreed. Now I believe people can see once. You can see the screen now, right? Statement. Yeah, fine. We have a statement. Okay, from that we have to see which is definitely true. There are some questions like A greater than B, B greater than C. Okay, those are one type of statements and conclusions. All A or B, no B is one type of statements and conclusions. This is another model. Now here first question definitely true from the statement which is definitely true is your answer. Now if you see the first question here, students are punished if they come late in the class. Reena was punished in the class. Okay, conclusion Reena came late in the class. Okay, I have to say true if it is definitely true. This is definitely true if they mention students are punished only if they came late in the class. It is mentioned. Then Reena was punished in the class. Those two combined, I can say Reena came late in the class is true. But now Reena came late. That's why punished. That's one reason. Or Reena maybe did some other wrong things. That's why punished. Okay, so I cannot say conclusion is true or false. I cannot say. That's what this question. Now let's see about this one. Karan Johar is a good director. Directors are intelligent. Which conclusions are true? You check which conclusions are true among this. Yes, Karun Johar is a good director. So good directors is this. Among them, Karun Johar is the one. Right. So directors are intelligent. Directors are intelligent. Good directors will be definitely good directors will be definitely a part of directors only. Yes or no? Good directors means they must be a part of directors, and Karan Johar is one among them. So this is good directors. Karan Johar here. So Karan Johar is intelligent is what I can consider. All intelligence are directors we cannot say. Directors are intelligent, okay, but we cannot reverse it, right? So that's not good. So check. Okay, let's see about next one. Book your flat before 15 June and avail interest-free loan from the builders. This is an advertisement. An advertisement is given in this fashion. Then what is your answer now? Option D. No flat will be booked afterwards. That is not mentioned. Only interest-free. That's not correct. After 15 June, no loan. No, not no loan. Interest-free loan. This is only regarding interest-free loan. If you want, you have to book before 15 June. After that, flats if it is available, you can book. Right. Okay. After that, you may get loan, but not interest-free loan. All right. So that's what conclusion is definitely true. Now, what about this question? Panel has decided to shortlist those students having minimum first division throughout their career. Meena has secured 65% in 10th and 15% in 12th. She graduated with 85% percentage. Now, they given certain data, you give the conclusion. Meena will be shortlisted, Meena will not be shortlisted. Which one? So what you can go with? Yes, which conclusion? B. Okay. Meena will not be shortlisted is correct because 59%. And they clearly mentioned first division is required. If when you got 59% means it's not first division. So automatically Meena will not be shortlisted. Right? Now what about this question? Correct inference from the above. Which is correct among options A, B, C, D? Statements and conclusions, statements and assumptions. Which one? Option B. D. Correct. D is correct. None of this. Perfect. Because if you observe, Ani earns more than Sham, but how much more? Ani is more than Sham. It can be Ani is 100 rupees more than Sham or 10,000 more than Sham or it can be 5,000 more than Sham. So it can be any of these cases, maybe more than that, right? But after the increment, Sam is more than Ani. After increment, both are equal. Even after increment, Ani is more. That all we cannot decide because Ani is how much more than Sham is not given. That's why the problem. None is the answer here. Good. Now, what about this question? All the members of XYZ housing society have their own business. Which conclusion is okay? Is it only one, only two, either one or two? B? Yeah, B correct. Because this guy's son, okay, sons, will they continue their business or not? We don't know. But Aditi, here the question is regarding society. Aditi, a member of society, in fact, member of XYZ society, to be specific, to be clear. So Aditi, a member of society. What society again you may got out? So XYZ housing society only. They have to mention clarity. Has their own business. Yeah, if we are a member of that XYZ housing society, they have their own business. Aditi, member of that XYZ housing society, has their own business is correct. If you are a member, okay, but your next generation, your son or your father, whether they are members of that, we cannot say. Sometimes they may continue, okay, your business. Sometimes your next generation or before generation, maybe not there in that business. No. Now, what about this question? Which conclusion? So, with these statements and conclusions, we can close and we'll move for other. This is all to get the idea. Yeah, Daniel Vettori scored 94 runs. So 240 runs. Okay, whether it is 2020 match or one day match, not mentioned first of all in the question. Right, so that's one issue for us. Okay, then Daniel Vettori scored highest runs is that I cannot say because out of 240, if this person scored 94, maybe some other person 110 chance is there. New Zealand team will win the match that I cannot say even it is 2020 match now 240 is not guaranteed. So neither one nor two. Neither one nor two. This is how you can handle okay statements and conclusions. Okay, basic idea. Now let's see about the next one. Statements and arguments. So statement is actually a question now. In statements and arguments, statement is nothing but a question. Now, argument is like if you should give yes or no answer. If you have valid reason followed by that, then your argument is strong. Here it is all about is it strong argument or is it weak argument. If it is yes, no, both also fine. Yes and no, both also we can consider. No reason means it's in weak argument. No reason or false reason is mentioned, then it is weak argument. If it is a correct reason and okay, then it will be weak argument. We have to see which is strong argument. Question is about okay, you have a okay in statement some question is asked. Arguments is like answering to that. Yes or no. Okay, yes, no, both will be correct if reason is valid. If there is no reason, we should consider as a weak argument. If the reason is not strong, or if it is like comparison, okay, false reason or comparing, okay, if you are comparing something, okay, let's say in India it is happening, that's why these comparisons also will give weak argument. Comparing with somebody else will be results to weak argument only. Comparing is not correct. So now argument is a fact that is given by a person to support or oppose a statement. But we need reason. Okay, it's like yes, and we have to mention the reason. You can support or oppose, no problem. Yes or no, both are okay. But you need to mention the reason. That's very important. Now you can see, okay, you should your argument is strong. It's all about strong. Your argument is strong. If we can give the reason why, how, when. If you're saying no, why you're saying no for that? Statement is like a question. For that question, your answer is no. Why no? If you answer, then it's a weak, strong argument. If not, it's a weak argument. It must and should answer. It must and should answer. Right. And if you are questioning, it's a weak argument. Question thrown back. Okay, why not? No, why not? If suppose I'm asking, is reservation required for women? You say yes, why not? You don't say again, don't put the question. You have to give the reason. Yes, this is the reason we need to give okay reservation for women or some other. What are the reason you we had to mention that reason is required. Okay, and you should not just go for somebody told this, some newspaper, some country, other references, some country followed this. That's why followed here. Follow here is not correct. Okay, their situations are different. Our situations are different. Don't compare with other countries here. Okay, so it should be a truth. Okay, it should be analyzed. We should say it's a universal truth. Then fine. Now let's see about the questions. Then you may got some clarity. And here again, see that a strong argument. It should be realistic, right? Okay, and it should be supported by the facts. It should be realistic one. It should be a truth. False reasons is not strong argument. Yeah. See, half explained, and if you have certain words like only this, then only you can do those things. All will move for weak arguments. Strong argument, weak argument. In simple, your argument should give the reason yes for yes or no. If it is yes also correct, if it is no also correct, no problem, but it should give proper reason. That's what the entire matter actually. Now let's see about this question. Should one close relative of a returning government employee be given a job in government in India? If somebody is retiring from your family, relatives of them should be given a job in government of okay, that's should be there. Is it question yes or no? Yes, fine. But this is a question thrown back. This is weak argument because question thrown back. You are throwing a question where they should do this is question thrown back. You should give the reason why you have to mention the reason. It's a question thrown back. No. And in fact, this is not followed by the things. No, it's not established fact and no one is following it now. If somebody not following, don't go for that. Okay. No, it will close doors. Yes, this is a correct argument. No, it will close doors of government service to competent and needy youth. So those who are competent, those who are worked for that post, you are closing the doors for the government service. So second argument is correct. Do you agree with that for this question? Yeah, many mentioned option B. Right. Now let's go ahead with the next question. What about this one now? Should all the unauthorized structures in the city be demolished? Especially people in Hyderabad are aware of this Hydra and all, right? So should all the unauthorized structures in the city be demolished? No, no. Again, this is a question thrown back. Second one correct. Yes, this will give a clear message. No also fine. That argument no also will agree, but they should mention the reason. Okay, it's simply question thrown back. No, we should explain the reason. We should explain the reason. Don't put the question back. Now, does India need some many plans for development? So many plans for development. First argument, yes, nothing can be achieved without proper planning. Good. Second one, no, too much time, money and energy is wasted on planning. Second one, wrong. Actually, for planning, why money? No, we can do on paper, you can do in system planning and all. We have a meeting, okay, online meeting or physical meeting. For a, generally, that's not correct fact also. Even for directing a film, okay, directors should have a proper plan what to be done. Then they have to enter. then they can save the time, money also, right? What about this one? Is buying things on installment profitable to the customer? Which one? Yes, he has to pay less. No. Okay, when you do installment, you are not paying less. They have to yeah, they can give the argument, yes, it will be comfortable, okay, for our family budget like that, it's okay. It will not upset, paying installments will not upset the family budget. Listen, okay, it's properly already, right? You are taking while buying, you are already know what installment you are taking, what is the monthly. This is a installments is actually proper monthly budget family. Okay, it's not upsetting that. It's a proper planning, right? Many people are mentioning option B is correct. No, guys, okay, installment you are taking, you know what is to be paid every month. You are purchasing after you know the installment, right? How it will upset your family budget? If you want to buy at a time, maybe that month, okay, all of a sudden that much use amount may upset. But this installments already you have a plan. While buying itself, they don't hide, right? When buying any item, they'll mention this is what your monthly installment amount. It won't upset. Both are wrong here. While paying installment, your amount will not be less. That's clear. Okay. Second thing, paying installment will upset the family budget is wrong. Wrong. Now, what about this? Should parents invest as much in educating their daughters as much they spend on educating their sons? Which one? Which argument is correct? Second argument, no. Parents have to keep money aside. Okay. Nowadays, it's not required. Okay. We can go for any of their respective things. Okay. Church or temple or mosque. So we can do that. So no, it's not about marriage, money required. And all. That's not acceptable. Okay. Boys are more intelligent than girls. There is no such data actually. It's fine. So it's neither nor. Fact. Okay. Even so they given valid reason, then why cannot you consider that reason must be valid one? Reason is mentioned, but is that reason valid or not is important, right? So statements and conclusions, statements and arguments, statements and assumptions, right? Now let's look into data interpretation. Also, they are focusing more, and we should have a clear idea regarding data interpretations. Sudden questions from data interpretation. This comes under quant. Let us see, they may give a table like this, and they're asking the question, what is the ratio of percentage of GDP spent on IT in India to that of world? GDP spent on India with respect to world in 95-96. 95-96 spent on India with respect to world ratio is what they want. 95-96 GDP spent on India with respect to world 0.7 with respect to the ratio should be always integer. We can multiply with 10. It should be 7 and 30. Multiply by 10. 7 and 30 should be your answer. Ratio must be always positive and it should be integer. And okay, they're not given that ratio. Then you have to go for percentage. Ratio of percentage. Okay, so we have to divide 7 out of 30 into 100 if you want percentage. It's close to 70 divided by 3, which is 23 1 by 3%. Means point, yeah, percentage. If you want to convert into normal, it should be 0.2333 like that. I need to see the value which is 0.233 means it's approximately 0.24. 0.7 in India GDP, world is 3. Okay, for the same table or same bar graph or pie chart, they're asking 4 questions also. Okay, they're giving table for some papers, they are giving pie chart for some papers, they're giving okay line graph for some papers, but for the same, they're asking 4 to 5 questions, so we should be ready. Now, approximately what is the expected percentage growth in installation of PCs per thousand population by 2001 from to 1956? So installation of PCs growth, installation of PCs. Okay, you see, it's 1.1 become 8. My dear friends, what is the percentage growth? 1.1 here, it become 8. 1.1 become 8. What is the percentage growth? Right? See, if suppose if it is triple, I had to say 200% increase. If it is into 4 times, I had to say 300% increase. But here it is more than 7 times. More than 7 times, but exactly how much? If you know, then I can directly map it. It's not 500, it's not 6475, it should be 625, 650. 8 divided by 1.1, if you can decide, okay, which should be 11 7 times. It can be written as 80 divided by 11. 11 7 times 77, 3 is there. So it's like 7.2. We can consider 7.2 means it should be 620% increase. So option B is approximately correct, not C, option B. If any value is triple, we have to say 200% increase. If any value become 4 times, we have to say 300% increase. But okay, installation of PCs is now almost close to 7.2 times. 1.1 into 7.2 will be close to 8. Okay, so then we have to say 620% increase. And similarly, we are asking telephone growth. Telephone growth. Telephone, yeah, you have to tell the answer here now. Telephone is 12 to 60. It's increase only. How much percentage? You tell me now. Growth is nothing but increase only. Percentage increase only. What is the answer then? It's multiplied by 5. So I can say 400% increase. 400% increase multiplied by 5, which indicates 400% increase. Clear? Now it's about table. Okay, they may give table, they may give bar graph, different thing. One more question here regarding table. If you see banks, different banks are given. How many candidates are appearing for that interview and how many people are qualified in that interview. It's about interview they mentioned in the above here appearing for interview. Not for this, this is appearing. How many people appeared for that so and so bank interview? How what is the percentage, not number of people. This is percentage for your kind of information. It's not 14 qualified, 14% qualified. Now, who did not qualify? Not qualify from K with respect to not qualified from I, that percentage is required. Not qualified from K with respect to not qualified from I. Percentage is what they are asking. My dear friend, listen. K qualified is 20, not qualified is 80. So 80% of 980 divided by 26 are qualified from I, not qualified is 74%. So 74% of 22,000 into 100. Now if you see, yeah, this is a percentage cancel, it's 40, this is 37. These these two zeros are out. This is 211 times 490. Now if you see numerator is like 005. If it is 4 into 50, 2,200, 4 into 50, this is 1960 divided by 37 into 11 is 407. This percentage is what your answer. It should be less than 50 because 407 into 50 will be more than 20,000. It should be definitely less than 50. Less than 50%. Answer should be less than 50%. I'll check the options. Less than 50, there are many options. Okay, so I have to be careful. 19600 divided by 407. Right, this should be your answer. So less than 50, fine, not 40 also. It should be 42 or 44. 42 also no, I think. Okay, for 51 eliminate, not 51, not 42. 42 means because 400 into 40 will be 16,000. Among, okay, sorry, it's not 51, it's not 42, it can be 48 or 44 chances. So I'll just verify with 407 into 45. If this is 406 means I can approximate this to 406. I'm doing my approximation calculation. This will be 203 into 90. Let it be 200 into 90 also. No. Okay, it's the 44. I'm taking 45, but still this will give 18,000 only. This is not okay. 48 should be your answer. So calculator not allowed. This is how you can do. I taken instead of 40, 407, I'm taking 40, okay, 44, I'm taking 45. I can put this as 400 into 45 also, approximately. 407 into 44, instead I can approximate that as, this is decreased by something, this is increased. Now you can check it should be around 18,000. But I want close to 19,000 something, so 48 is suitable. I'm doing approximation, I'm not doing exact calculation there. So 48 is what your friends also did. Calculator not allowed, that's what all this stuff we're working on. 18,000 this result is. So let's see about the next area. Yeah, bar graph they can give like this. 2000 year, different years. What is the scenario they are giving here? Now, what is the question is percentage increase in the average daily earnings of men over the preceding year, the maximum in which year for men compared to previous year current. See, generally, okay, percentage increase is, okay, percentage increase in, let us say 2002 means we'll compare 2001 to 2002. This is the procedure we have to see. 2001 to 2002, previous one only by default we have to do. Now, which year for men? This is about men. Men is in blue color. In which year percentage increase is more compared to previous? Percentage increase is more in which year? 2000 I cannot say because 2000 before there is nothing I cannot calculate. So for 2001, if you want to calculate, I should take 40.9 with 35.8. I have to compare. Comparison is always with respect to previous. Okay. Now let's see. Here the difference is 7.4. For 2004, if you want to do 7.4 divided by 59.5 into 100 is percentage increase. How much increase with respect to initial value for 2004? If you are doing for 2003, if you are trying for 2003, so what is the percentage growth is 9 means okay 10 10.9 I think that's the area where you can say 10.9 divided by 48.6 into 100, 2003. Whereas 2002 is how much increases? 7.7 with respect to 40.9 into 100. If it is 2001, 4.1, 5.1, 5.1 divided by 35.8 into 100. Now, my dear friends, okay, if you have a look into 100 into 100, okay. Now, if it approximately cancel numerator with denominator, I think you can eliminate directly option 2004 eliminated because numerator is small. See, compared to this one, I want which is maximum. I want which is maximum, right? So, this numerator is small compared to 7.7, 7.4 is small. Here, denominator is more. Definitely, it's not 2004. Don't waste your time calculating 2004. Right. Now coming to next one, 2000. Yeah, this is, it's almost like 1 by 7 times. 100 by 7 means 14.3 percentage. 2001, 14.3 percentage. It's 1 by 7. Whereas here it's close to less than 1 by 5. No? Here see, this is 1 by 10.9 divided by 48.6. It's 1 by 5. 11 and okay, if you take 50 also, not 1 by 4, also 1 by 4.5, like that we can take. Denominator very much less. This is not at all waste. 2001 also waste. 2001 is like 1 by 7 format. 2003 is 1 by 4.5. Denominator less, value will be more. Whereas here it's like 7.7, 1 times 6 times is okay. Fine, it's 5 times minimum. It's almost 5 point something will come. So definitely 2003 will be the answer. Don't waste your time by going for pin to pin calculation. Yeah, you have a lot of time in Infosys that to agree. But okay, I'll recommend you people to save time in exam. This is how you people can save the time. No need to calculate the entire. It's 1 by 7. It's like 1 by 5 point something. It's 1 by 4 point something, right? So this is 1 by 8 something, close to 1 by 7 point or 1 by 8 like that. Okay, 1 by less denominator will give more value. That's why I'm going with 2003. 2003 is maximum percentage increase. Percentage increase is like with, okay, I'll give you one at least. 2002 percentage increase in 2002. How you are calculating is, this is 40.9. This is 48.6. The increase is 7.7. For 2002, you are calculating, that should be with previous only. Divide by 40.9 into 100. This percentage is what we have to calculate. How much increase with respect to initial into 100. It should be like 5 point something, or you can say numerator is 770. I can take this as approximately 41. Right? You can calculate like this also. Okay. Now, the difference between the average daily earnings of men and women over successive years is increasing or decreasing, remains the same, none. Difference between men and women. By difference, they are asking difference between men and women. Now, I am removing all this. Now, difference between men and women, is it increasing, is it decreasing, or is it same? In 2000, what is the difference? Here and here difference, 17.5. 2001, difference is 19.8. 2002, difference is 21.6. 2003, difference is 25.3. 2004, difference is 26.3. So difference is between men and women is increasing. This Graph is regarding average value only. They clearly mentioned it is average only. Okay, so the difference between average of men and women every year is increasing. So we have to say increasing, right? So this is how you people are going to handle certain questions related to pie chart, certain questions related to bar graph or line graph. Okay, I'll give okay few are related to line graph also. Then you may understand. Is it none of this? It's increasing, no? My dear friends, do you agree? Is it increasing or is it none? Which one you are? Okay. One of your friends said D. Is it none? It's increasing, right? Okay, for previous question, fine. For this question, it's perfect. Now let's see. Okay, this bar graph funnel. Okay, as time is limited. Yeah, now let's see about pie chart. Okay, they give two diagrams, and our question is regarding what percent of the employees in both the companies belong to the HR department. Yeah. So HR percent of the employees in both the companies belong to the HR department, right? So here, so what percent is HRs in this one? 10% of this means 1750. Here 21%. So 1% is 180. 21% means 21 okay into 180. 20 means we got 3600 plus 180 means 36,180. Right? You see, okay. 20% means it's obviously 3600. 1% extra means 180 extra. So 36,180. Wait. So 1% is 180, obviously. 20% of that will be 3,600. 3,600 and this will give 3,780. So combined, both the companies combined, what percentage is the question? Denominator should be 35,500. Into 100 again this 100 will cancel. Numerator is adding those two. 5630, 5,630. So yeah, you can cancel with 5 times. Denominator is 71 and numerator will be 1126. So this percentage is what we need to look. It's close to 16 but not more than that it seems. So it should be less than 16 percentage. So what's your go? What answer you got? Yeah, 15.5. Okay. And yeah, one thing, listen everybody, I'll give one idea. Okay, I can eliminate couple of options here. How, sir? See, here, okay, it's 10% and 21%. You can just rough figure. One thing you can do, 71 into 16 is what? Instead of doing this calculation, you have options. You take 71 into 16, which is 1136. But I want 1126 means I should get less than 16. It's as simple as so you can try. Okay, and you can eliminate the option. Pie chart related, one example here. There might be a couple, but okay, due to time being, we're going for different. This example we already addressed. What about this one? Wait. This one also we addressed equal budget. This one also long back done. Line graph you observe. Now let me know what's the answer for this question. For which of the following pairs of years the total experts from the three companies together are equal? You have a graph left side and you have to answer this question. Line graph. The three companies together. In which year 2 years combination we have to see where they're equal. If you try 1995, what is all three together? 40, 60, 100, 100 and 120, 220. Then I had to try with 96 and 98. If it is 1995, they compared with 96 and 98. No? So 98. 1996 is 60, 70, 130, 130 and 90, 220. So obviously D is correct. If it is 1998, 100 plus 80, 180, 180 plus 50, 230. It's not this one wrong. Okay, this combination wrong. It's 95, 96. In 1995, 1996, all three together. Like this, they may ask you average, they may ask you which combinations is giving, they may ask you percentage increase, percentage decrease. Now see, this is regarding what was the difference between the average experts of the three companies in 1993 and the average experts in 1998. Difference between the average exports of the three companies. See, 1993 combination altogether average with respect to 1998 average. 1993 average with respect to 1998 average. The difference they are asking. Difference should be always positive, but this combination. Here 80, 60, 140, 140, 30, 170, 170 divided by 3 is average. Here 100 and 100 and 80, 180, 180 and 50, 230 divided by 3. The difference is 60 divided by 3, which is nothing but equal to 20. Difference between the averages. Averages are 170 divided by 3, 230 divided by 3. Now if we take difference, we got 20 crores. So this is a certain example in data notation regarding pie chart, regarding line graph, regarding bar graph, regarding table. Right. Now let's have a look into different set of things. Yeah, you people are all aware of those test patterns and all. That's not a big problem. Let's say about this question. They are given recently question related to percentage, that too related to voters concept. That is why we are discussing this. Vicky got 55% of the votes which were valid and 20% of the votes which were invalid in given. So what was the total number of valid votes? Quant we are discussing, as many people worried about quant and reasoning. Okay, the reasoning area which they covered recently we mentioned. Now, okay, total number of valid votes we don't know, but Ricky got 55% of valid votes. Okay, and Yeah, there is certain line missed actually in the question. Okay, actually they'll mention total is 7,500. 20% of the votes were invalid votes. So total votes is 7,500. Somewhere this one line is missed here. Total votes are 7,500. Somewhere one line is missed in typing. Okay, but you can see in question that is given actually. Somewhere, okay, total votes are 7,500. Okay, 55% of the votes are valid and 20% of the votes were invalid. Okay, so from total, valid and invalid will be there. Invalid will be there. Among the valid only, this person's will Rakesh, Rick will get. Okay, the other person opposite candidate is here. So now total is 7,500. Okay, 20% are invalid means 20% gone. So among 7,500, 20% means 1,500. 10% is 750, 20% is 1,500 gone, 6,000 is valid. Among this valid, 55% recommits, remaining 45% of the valid is opponent. So what is 45% of this? For 60,000, 6,000, 50% is 3,000, 5% is 300. Opposite candidate got 45 means we have to take difference between those two, which is 2,700. 2,700 is Ricky's opponent got, and Ricky got okay 3,300. Adding valid vote 6,000 will be obtained. Percentages voters concept is important here. Now ages also they're asking very much. You need to focus on ages as well. Let's look into this question. What is the answer? Present age is 6 is to 3. After 4 is it will become 3 is to 7. 13 is to 7, sorry. So one shortcut, the 6 is to 3 can be written as 12 is to 6. Here 13 is to 7. Now here ratio increased by 1, but actually age is increased by 4. Now what we can mention, okay, John present age is 12 into 4, 48 directly. John present age is nothing but 12 into 4, 48. Okay, this Mark present age is 6 into 4, 24. This is what I can suggest, direct one. 60 is to 3 can be multiplied by 2. And I can write as 12 and 6. This is 13 and 7. Ratio increased by 1. Age should be increased by 4. 1 represent 4. 12 should represent 40. 6 should represent 24. Or what you should do, okay, sir, this is other procedure. Okay, your traditional procedure is John and Mark 2 is 6 is to 3 means 2 is to 1. When Mark is K, John must be 2K. After 4 years, so K plus 4 divided by 2K plus 4 must be equal to 13 by 7. Cross multiplying and finding K value. We have to cross multiply and find K value, then we have to solve the question. Right? So, yeah, That's a different way of doing. Okay, this is what one method plus 4 because it is after 4 years. 2 is to 1. Okay, this should be 2k, this should be k. Fine, fine. One moment. Numerator is 2k, denominator is k. And then cross multiplying, you can find k values nothing but what's the k value? 13 into 4, 13 into 7. Sorry, 30 into 4, 7 into 4, 16 into 4, 24. K will be equal to 24, you will get. Then J will be equal to 48, obviously. Fine. Now see the next one. Question related to percentages, profit and loss, data relation, pie chart. These are the areas you people need to look and work. So what is the answer? So 35% of the employees of a certain company are men. Okay, 50% of the men earn more than 30,000 per year. If 25% of the company employees earn more than 30,000 per year. So now what you can do, no, total is not given the employee, total employees let it be equal to 100. You can assume. Then men are 35, women are 65. That is why divided by 65 is here. Divided by 65 because of that. Next, 50% of the men earn more than 30,000. So among men, greater than 30 is 50%. So it means okay 17.5. So yeah, I agree. Number of people must be integer. I can take this is 1000 then. This will be 350. This will be 650. This will be 175 then. Okay. Then what they given 25% of the employees earn more than 30,000. So 250. 25% means 250. So 250 employees more than 30,000. 30,000. Among them 175 are men. Obviously 75 are women. Right. Next, among women employed, how many are 30,000 or less? So 30,000 or less. So 75 will be gone. It will be 575. People are less than 30,000. Earn less than or equal to 30,000. So we should go with 575 divided by 650 or 570. See the calculations once. What they given? 35%. Okay, men 35. 350 if it is 1000. Women is 650. Cool. Next, given 50% of the men. So out of 350, 50% means half, 175. Okay, that's clear. 25% of the employees out of 1000, 25% means 250 are getting greater than 30,000. Among that, men are 175 already we have. Obviously, women must be 75. Among women, 75 are getting greater than 30,000. Then less than or equal to 30,000 will be 575. So then the answer is 575 divided by 650. Yeah, any correction here? Anything from my end we did wrong? Approximately option B, but exact one where things went wrong. Is it? I can go with option B if it is 570. This should be 570. But here we don't have that case. It's 575 divided by 650 means okay. Any calculation mistakes, you please check once. I believe everything is okay here. No, right? Okay, that's what you know. You understand the procedure. Maybe some here and there typing mistakes might be there. It can be 575 divided by 650, something like. But you observe what is the procedure. Total employees not given. I am assuming as 1000. Among total employees, 25% means 250 or greater than 30,000. Now men are 35% means 350 and remaining rest are women 650. Now they clearly mentioned 50% of the men means half of them 175. So 175 getting greater than 30,000. Okay, so remaining 75 are women getting greater than 30,000. Exactly matched. And now 575 out of 650, approximately option. 575 divided by 650 should be there. And option B. Next one, permutation combination. Let's see about this question. What is the answer for this? Billy is arranging party favors for the guest attending her marriage anniversary. She arranged six and one boxes, sorry, from 1 to 6. Each box is filled with either chocolates or candles in such a way that at least one contains a candle. It can be one candle or two candle or three candle, but they mention all the boxes containing the candles are consecutive numbered. It should be continuous. Right. So now how many ways we can do this? You should fill with chocolates or candles. Minimum one candle is required. I'm candle. So candle. Okay, so this is chocolate CH I'm using. Now how many ways we can arrange these boxes for the guests? 6 boxes available. If it is one box, okay, one candle means 6 ways you can arrange it. Can be first one or second one or third one or fourth one or fifth one or sixth one. If it is two candle books, you can go for 1 2 slot or you can fill 2 3 slot. We have 6 boxes consecutive, they mention clearly. You can go for 3 4 slot, 4 5 slot, 5 6 slot. You can do it in 5 ways. If you are using two candles, at least one candle required. Greater than or equal to one candle is what the question is demanding. If it is one candle, 6 ways. I can go for first one or second one, third or fourth or fifth or sixth. If it is two, I can go for 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6. Remaining must be chocolates. If it is three candles, I can go for 4 ways only. It should be 1 2 3 2 3 4 3 4 5 4, 5, 6. Only 4 ways. Likewise, if it is 4 candles, 3 ways, 5 candles, it should be 2 ways. 6, all can be candles also. They didn't mention chocolate is mandatory. So 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, 21 ways you can do. Combination, combination, 21 ways should be your answer. Excellent. Now see this mixtures and allegation question. Initially you have 50 meters milk, and after removal replacement, what is the milk left? Initial milk. See, there is a shortcut to handle this type of question. Initial milk is 50 liters. From the total, you are removing 6 liters out of 50. 50 into 1 minus. What is this minus is removing? How much you are removing is 60 from the total 50. How many times you are doing is repeats the same process twice. See, already 50 is the first time you removed. Now repeating twice. Repeat the same process. Twice means whole square only. Two more times means whole cube. My dear friend, two more times means already one time completed. Two more means whole cube will come. Repeat the same process twice, they said. So totally two times. That we had to understand from the given question only. So this is 3 by 25. So 1 minus 3 by 25 will be 22 square, 484 divided by 25 square, 625. 25 two times, 25 times. We have to go for the nearest integer is what they are asking. Multiply denominator with 100. 4 means it become 100. Numerator 8 into 484. So what is the closest value? 32 and 638. No. If it is 2 more times means whole cube. I repeat, in question if they say 2 more times. So is it, yeah, whether it is whole cube or whole square is what the matter. Before doing calculations, we should be worried about is it whole cube or whole square. That is going to decide. If it is one time, 44 will be the scenario, whole power 1. Whole square will be 40 something. It should be whole cube, but they have to mention the question 2 more times. Repeat the process. Same process 2 more times is what the clarity. Then we have to do whole cube. Then 50 into 44 divided by 50 into 44 divided by 50 into 44 divided by 50. Then denominator is 2500. Numerator is 44 cube. Approximately what we can go ahead now. Approximate value. This calculations is what pretty much difficult here. I can write 44 square into 11 divided by 25 square, 625 will come. I can divide with 4 numerator and denominator. 44 square into 11 divided by 625 will come. So approximately we have to do that multiplications. So what's your answer then? 44 into 44 into 11 divided by 625 will be 34 liters approximately. We have to do that multiplication and check. We have enough time. We'll get 34 liters. 34.07. Yeah. Ravani, you see the next one also. I'll just let you know the same thing. 60 liters are there. Okay, initial milk is 60 liters. This is a shortcut method. If you want to calculate what is the milk left initially, this is initially what is the milk. Initial milk is 60 liters into 1 minus You are removing 6 liters out of 60. You have to remove 6 liters out of the total 60 and you are replacing that with water and you are repeat the same process twice. Already one time and repeating twice means total 3 times we are doing. What is that 60 is initially how much milk is there. Now you are removing milk and replacing with water, then removing the mixture as milk and water both are there, removing 6 liters and replacing with water, removing 6 liters and replacing with water. Every time removing, milk will be reduced as you are adding the water only. While removing, milk is going out, but adding only water. So every time when you do remove and replacement, milk will be decreased. So as per this process, if you keep going, it's 60 into 9 cube 729 divided by 10 cube 1000 will come. So doing that calculation, 60 into 729 divided by 100 point will come. Okay, this is 4 for sorry. Yeah, divide here no 43.74 liters will be the answer. 43.74 liters will be there. Now you check how things are going on here. What is that minus? In previous one also y is 50 is initially milk is 50. 1 minus 1 means total. 50 into 150, no, that is total. From total, you are removing 6. Okay, 6 liters you are removing out of total 50. How many times is 3 times? Initially they said and they said to repeat or perform the same for twice. So total 3 times we have to do. That is how the equation is framed. Data sufficiency you people are a bit aware of. Yeah, now divisible by 18. A number is divisible by 18 means it must and should be written in terms of prime number power. So it should be divided by 2 and divided by 9. Then only I can say it's divided by 18. If it is divided by 2 and divided by 9, I can say divided by 18. Not with only these two. So both statements put together is waste. Whether given number is divided by 18 or not, if you want to decide, it should be divided by 2 and divided by 9. Both statements put together not sufficient here. Let us say I have some number which is 27. 27 is divided by 3. 27 is divided by 9, but still it is not divided by 18. Okay, but any number you check it's divided by 2 and 9, obviously divided by 18. You take any number which is divided by 2 or 9, it's obviously divided by 18. This combination I cannot decide. Now this question divided by 6 and divided by 9. So a number is divided by 6 and divided by 9. If a number is divided by 6 and divided by 9, it's divided by 18. So both statements put together okay. Both statements put together you can answer. Whereas previously LCM of 3 and 9 is 9 only. If a number is divided by 3 and divided by 9, it's divided by 9 only. I cannot say with 18. Data sufficiency, which data is required. Now again percentages. Okay, let's see about this question. Salaries together is 10,000. Sam spent 95% of his salary and Matt spent 25% of his salary. Now both are same. Means 5% of Sam's salary is equal to 75% of Matt's salary. Means 15 times. Sam and Matt's salary is 15:1 ratio. Together 16. You want 10,000. When 16 represent 10,000, 15 represent what is the question? When 16 represent 10,000, Sham is nothing but 15. Represents what? Right? So what is that 1% if you know, then you can, one value if you know, then you can calculate. When 16 represent 10,000, 1 is nothing but 10,000 divided by 16, which is 100 into 100 divided by 4 into 4, 25 into 25, 625 will come. So remove 625. 9,375 is Sam's salary. 9,375 is Sam's salary. This is how you can handle percentages.